podcast is a member of WildGamesProductions.com and D20Radio.com.
So this is Steve Winter, and you're listening to THACO's Hammer.
There you go, Corey. First there was the original.
I thought it might be nice for kids. Keep them off the street, you know.
Then the basic.
This is a simple game.
Then the first version of the advanced.
Good, clean, wholesome fun.
Now the hammer comes down. Welcome to THACO's Hammer, the best damn second edition AD&D podcast ever.
Hello, people! We're back. It's the 2E guys. THACO's Hammer. I'm GM Glen. What am I saying, GM? DM Glen. And I'm also with DM Corey. Hey, Corey.
Afternoon, everyone. What's going on, Glenn?
Hey, not much. We'll get into that a little later anyway. Oh, and DM Brian.
Hello.
Brian. All right. Our engineer and man.
Who's that over there in the corner, Glenn?
Oh, that's something real crispy. Oh, it's DM Crispy. Wait a minute. Crispy, what are you doing over there in the corner?
Nope, I'm leaving this podcast right now.
Hey, Corey, be nice to him.
I love my Crispy.
It's not Corey. It's you, Glenn.
Crispy loves me.
Can't take this anymore.
What?
The madness.
Why? The madness.
Yeah.
Well,
Stop the madness, folks.
okay. Goodbye. No. We're gonna go into our first little bit. We like to call it hits and crits.
What do you feel like doing tonight? I don't know, Ange. What do you feel like doing? Well, we ought to do something. It's Saturday night. I don't want to go bowling like last Saturday. Oh, what do you feel like doing tonight? I don't know, Ange. What do you feel like doing?
Hits and crits.
Hits and crits. This one's real easy. What did you guys do this week, gaming-wise or whatever? Let's have Crispy go first, because he's crispy.
Well, a couple days ago, I got to play in a one-shot for Pathfinder, where we basically fought Drow Hans Gruber. It was pretty good. Hans Gruber.
Did somebody leap off the skyscraper?
Oh, okay.
That's awesome. Did somebody please throw him off a tower as they pulled
he
off?
was getting away, and so I threw a fire. Like he had like an ornithopter, so I threw a fireball at it, and it blew up his helicopter. But he had
Very
levitate, so like he was falling in slow motion, but it was actually in slow motion.
Did he actually say shoot the glass?
I don't think I didn't give him a chance because we didn't play it like Die Hard. We basically destroyed everything.
So it was the same.
I did do that because we had like magical walkie-talkies. Like there's one thing you don't know. It's like, what's that? I have a necklace of fireballs now. Ho ho ho. That's pretty good.
Wow. It's just the endless quoting of the movie. We could do a whole thing on that.
There was a lot. I kicked down a door and I was like, "Yippee-ki-yay, mother!"
Yeah.
I was wondering if somebody had said that.
It would have been nice if you had a nice little servant and been like, the barbarian is toast.
Yeah, little geeky little second level mage. Yeah.
Brian, can you follow that? What you've been doing?
Oh hell no, I can't follow that.
Too late.
Yeah, oh well. Let's see. I'm actually starting to trying to finish some projects that I've started I'd say 3 years ago. I get maybe about 30% done, and then I just kind of lose interest for whatever reason. One of the things I'm doing right now is I'm basically compiling all of the monsters in the Monstrous Manual, all the annuals, and a couple of other supplements, and just making stat blocks out of them.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not as daunting as you think once you have it down.
Once you get in the groove.
Yeah, once you get in the groove, you get some music going, and little cutting and pasting, little typing, and then next thing you know, you got 600 monsters in your file. Just remember to save often.
Next week, Brian, what are you doing? Oh, it went kind of slow. I accidentally had Barry White on.
Music type equals productivity.
Yeah,
exactly.
How about you, Corey? What's up?
Ugh.
What you been up to?
Well, as we all know, I started a new job. It's grueling, it's ugly, it's demanding, it's IT work.
I thought you loved it.
I do. I just hate the people.
Okay.
Which is weird because I'm a people person. But anyway, wearing my I Roll 20 shirt at work, and when two of the guys walk up and go, "Dude, you play D&D?" I went, "Yeah." And they're like, "Ah, that's pretty cool." So two of the guys jumped in my car. I was like, "Hey, I'm going to go get lunch." And they're like, "Do you mind if we go with you?" I said, "Yeah, we got to stop at my place." So they came down and saw my wall, my library wall, and the guy's jaws just dropped. Like, "You play second edition?" I'm like, "Yeah, man." The one guy screams, "THACO for life!" I was like, "Oh, no."
Now we're going to have to make gang signs. You know that, right?
Actually, what I took is I took the old wrestling WCW or WWF Wolfpack, Wolfpack for life or whatever it is, or NWA or NWO shirt, and I just changed it to THACO for life. But essentially, these guys both have joined my group. I ran an 8-man group last night.
A lot of group.
You don't understand. I hear so many people complaining they can't find people to play D&D with, no matter the version. I can't get rid of enough people. I mean, it's not even funny.
You have an embarrassment of riches.
My gosh.
And
send it to Oklahoma.
So I ran 8 guys through a Duragar mine, and they're still chasing the slaves, and ran into a couple Grell. I'm lying, 3 Grell. And it was funny. They limped away. It was
all the
hilarious.
Grell at Corey's campaign are stamped on the back property of Corey. DM
Corey.
Yes.
Did anyone lose their limbs this time?
As a matter of fact, yes. The gentleman who was
I knew it.
The gentleman who was polymorphed into a troglodyte by the wizard last campaign, they found a dispel magic scroll, and they found it and used it, and it worked and healed him up. The very next battle, the warrior cast Grell, who was wielding the wand of light, or the lightning spears that they carry, actually was carrying other weapons, and one of them was a +1 sword, and just lopped it right off with a nice double 20. It was beautiful. He cried. He's like, "Are you kidding me?" And everybody at the table had to laugh because, like, if you were still a lizard, you might be able to regenerate that.
Man, that's a rough crowd.
I was throwing hot 20s all night. It was not even funny. I could not roll a 20.
You weren't fudging this time.
I just let them flow. I'm like, there's 8 people. If I can get rid of 3 of them before the night's over, it's less things I have to worry about on the table. Then it goes down to 5 players.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. So it's like, gotta kill them off as fast as I can.
It's like the opposite version of Pokemon. It's
D&D. Gotta kill them all.
Gotta kill them all. Yep.
I'm not a deadly DM. It's just the way the dice rolls.
Well, there's the title for this episode. Gotta kill them all.
Gotta kill them all.
It's gonna be the monster.
What about you, Glenn? Why don't you chime in and let us know what you did?
Wah?
Yeah, you.
Yes. Who?
Believe it or not, I'm still going through my pile of books from the convention.
Really?
Well, first of all, I have an interview coming up in a month or so, and I had to get through The Lamentations of the Flame Princess. I already did that. Then I tried to wrap my head around villains and vigilantes because my grandson wants to play superheroes. I gave up and started looking for Marvel superheroes.
I told you, Glenn. I told you.
Yeah, which Vince kindly sending me a set. So
yes. Yeah, very, 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 very benevolent gift from our overlord.
Vince, that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Silent Man.
Yeah.
Silent Man.
And just what? Silent Man. Sorry.
Oh
I don't know
boy,
where that came from. Getting ready for the California trip in a few weeks. Hopefully, get some game stores down there and see what I can find. And other things in my mind, I can't think.
Sorry.
Of. What?
Oh, nothing. Just Or just Corey's doing his peanut gallery thing again.
Thank you, Corey. I'm going to stop looking at that. I'm going to stop looking at that window while I'm doing it.
That's a very good idea. Just minimize it for the duration of the podcast.
Good. I know that I can't show notes.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, Brian, do we have any emails?
As a matter of fact, oh my God, did I do something? Oh, good. I didn't do something stupid like close it out. Let's see. Okay, we got one. I'm trying to remember if we did this one or not. Oh no, we didn't actually. This is from John Smith. He says, "Hello everyone. First, I want to say how much I appreciate your podcast. It's refreshing to know that there are still AD&D 2E fans out there. It's fun." Yes, thank you, John.
Thank you for soaping our rope.
Mm-hmm. And he says he has two questions. The first one: do you guys enjoy running or playing dark fantasy games? And he goes on to say, I personally love dark fantasy and enjoy the Ravenloft setting. My campaign makes the players think about their actions and their consequences. There's less emphasis on good and evil and more an emphasis on trying to make the tough decisions between the lesser of two evils. Let's see. I mean, me personally, I don't remember doing anything Ravenloft ever since the original module came out back in the 80s. Dark fantasy is, it's good, for what it is. It's just, I haven't had the opportunity to do so. How about you guys?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not going to say I like high fantasy. I like gritty fantasy, but as far as like really, really dark, you got to save the busload of kids versus save the one mothers with the kid. It's like those kind of decisions I really don't want to deal with in D&D.
Yeah, it does tend to get a little depressing, doesn't it?
Yeah, the black and gray morality.
Mm-hmm.
And Ravenloft, I'm really never kind of warmed up to. For some reason, even though I love like the old Victorian Gothic Hammer Universal.
Yeah, aren't you really a big
stuff.
like Boris Karloff?
Yes, I am.
Old black and white movie kind of guy.
Yes,
That's weird
I am.
that you're not.
Well, it's funny because that's more Gothic. Now, the sub campaign they came up with, the Mask of the Red Death, that rocks. Because it takes place on Gothic Earth, and it's just like that, like the Hammer horror stuff, the Universal stuff, all those old black and white and early color movies. That was fun. I played at least one campaign with that, and that was a blast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean that is a little bit weird, but yeah, the Mask of Red Death actually was a little more intriguing to me. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's like I play D&D for a reason, and if what I'm playing in, and that goes for almost every campaign world or setting, if it goes too far away from what I play it for, then I kind of just lose interest in it. So,
well, I kind of go up to that point.
Mm-hmm.
That's about my cutoff point right there, the Victorian.
Mm-hmm.
For that kind of fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Crispy? Do you ever do any dark fantasy?
Not really. Like, I've played some dark fantasy stuff before, but like I actually just had a conversation along the lines of this last Thursday. I play D&D to play heroic fantasy. Like, I don't think D&D is necessarily a game where you should really have like, oh, you killed the bandits who were like taking tolls on the road, and what happens to their family? Like, they were just scared men, and one of them was a 17-year-old. Now they have to deal with his poor mother whose son you murdered. It's like, no, they're bad guys. We kill them, and then we feel good about ourselves. Like, I don't play D&D to have a crappy fantasy life after living in my own crappy life.
Crispy,
wow,
you and I are right in lockstep about it.
You testify,
put that exactly the way I wanted to.
Yeah, it's not like I go to my shitty bookstore job and then get yelled at stupid customers all day to go home and then play a game of fantasy or I have a shitty adventuring job, and I get yelled at by people whose friends I killed.
Well, it is called role playing. You know the role well, so.
Yes.
Then
It's
there's that.
I go to kill orcs, and yeah, the kingdom might fall, but the king is unjust. But then the regime that's trying to replace him are actually trying to subjugate everyone because they're in a cult. Which one do you help? It's like, yeah, that's interesting, but I just want to kill monsters and save princesses and find a talking sword.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I've played VTM once. I didn't like it because it's like, oh, well, don't I feel like crap because I can't do anything right and everyone is better than me.
Yeah, to me, dark fantasy comes down to D&D with a guilt trip.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Playing D&D in a confessional. There you go.
Yeah, there are other games that do it better.
It's D&D if a Jewish mother was being the DM.
You saved the princess, but what about all those poor goblin mothers?
Yeah. Don't you feel bad about what are you gonna do? Why are you hunting them?
If I ever have a DM like that, I will go out and buy one of those big D20s that Corey uses, and as soon as the guilt trip starts, I'm just gonna start tossing it in the air
D20 to the head.
It. Yep, exactly.
Lord Jorgren's son, he has his own castle. Why don't you have your own castle?
Because I'm only 5th level, biatch.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, for me,
ballista to the forehead.
For me, I like Ravenloft. It's a great campaign setting.
It is.
I think it's an interesting campaign setting. What I sit there and a lot of people like it, and that's what they play in, and that's cool. I don't mind visiting it. I never live there. I can't do extended campaigns in Ravenloft because my last name's not Barker, and I can't keep that kind of level of scariness going that long. More importantly, it loses its punch. You know what I mean? Look at us now. If somebody, it's just like described in the DM's guide. Somebody goes a giant hulking green-skinned creature wearing rusted armor and slobbering, and he's got scars. It's interesting. They're going, okay, so a one-hit dice orc comes up to you. What do you do? You can only describe a vampire and get scared so many ways before you're like, okay, it's old hat, it's a vampire, let's move on. I can eat just as easily with dark fantasy turn Forgotten Realms into a Ravenloft campaign without them ever leaving Waterdeep. I mean, there's so much darkness that you could play with that I don't have to leave there. But for me to play dark fantasy, I much more prefer, like Crispy, the others said, I prefer heroic fantasy. I prefer the politics behind the thrones that cause the big fantasies.
You mean like Birthright?
No, well, I guess. I don't know. But to me, it's more about the world that I like fantasy movies more than I like horror movies. Yeah. And for me, that's just what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think dark fantasy is good every once in a while, but I don't want to play a dark fantasy game.
Yeah, and see, that exact opinion is how I feel about survival is its own reward things like say Dark Sun.
Right.
I mean, I like playing in it. Say 4 or 5 sessions, completing adventure. Everybody's cool, but then all of a sudden it's like, okay, it's like. You go. It's to me. It's like different levels of suck going on. It's like, okay, you're in a city where the Dragon Lord or whatever it is just like subjugating everybody. You want to do something about it, but you can't take on the whole city. Mm-hmm. So you start whittling away at certain things, and it's just sort of like. Okay, that's one thing. That's like, okay, then you have to go to the next town. Oh, let's see, you guys almost all die of exposure halfway there. And then you get jumped by, wandering bands of Gith or whatever. And it's just like, really?
who have dual wands of chromatic orb.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
all right, sorry.
Gee, somebody better write that up for Corey.
It's been like 2 episodes since he said it, so we had to get it in there. But anyway, and our friend John also has a second question. He says, what was your favorite custom villain to either run as a DM or fight as a player?
Blood Knights.
Blood Knights? Okay.
Blood Knights. I think I don't know if it was Save or Die are here, but I came up with Blood Knights. I don't remember who the big bad was, but these guys got pluses if they kill somebody and they smear their blood on them.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Yes. You've never seen player characters go postal before.
Yeah, you need to.
They
Seriously,
did that.
Glenn.
One of the NPCs went down. The guy came over, stuck his fist in his chest, and smeared it on his armor. These guys wanted to crucify these guys. Oh my God, we gotta kill them dead. It's like, whoa. And you says you see a glow, and he gets like +1 to hit all of a sudden to damage. And they keep doing that, and they keep getting pluses. Now, what were you saying, Brian?
No, I was just saying, Glenn, you need to write those up. I like that idea, and I want it. I want to use it for my game.
It just freaks the hell out of player characters for some reason.
Hey, that's part and parcel of DMing.
Now, if we can get a Death Knight to do that.
Oh, come on now.
Aren't Death Knights strong enough?
Yeah, I was gonna say like the 20 hit dice fireball isn't strong enough.
All right, a hologram magi maybe.
Yeah, maybe. As far as I go, one of my favorite ones to run was basically a neutral evil paladin of darkness, and who had like this one character flaw about. I wrote, going back to last episode, when we talked about the complete book of villains, this is where I constructed this character from, right. And my whole thing is that the thing that kills me about it is that I just barely introduced her to the players before the game broke up, and she was going to be a direct foil for one of the PCs in my game, and I just introduced her, and it was one of those things where they just see each other from across a tavern, and you could just see the lightning bolts shooting out of their eyes. They'd never met before at that point, but they are automatically just had absolute hatred for each other for some reason.
Oh, wow.
And I'm just like, yes, this is exactly what I wanted. And I'm just sitting there behind my screen just rubbing my hands together in glee because I'm like, this is the exact reaction I wanted from one of my players. But yeah, that's one of the ones one of my favorites.
Oh wow! How about you, Corey?
It'd have to be
giant alligators.
No.
That one grill named Bob. No.
With the sword of sharpness in his tentacle.
Yeah. It would essentially have to be this wizard I created. He was a wizard psionicist, dual classed, who took specialty in creating magic items. And essentially, I had him have his entire spell book tattooed on his body.
Oh God,
that's awesome.
Never lose his spell book.
True.
And essentially, he was flanked by 4 flesh golems, one wearing a ring of regeneration, each of them wearing a ring of regeneration on one hand and a ring of fire resistance on the other. At the end of the battle, I think he had the PCs fighting 16 flesh golems.
16.
Wow.
Oh yeah. How many? How just as an aside, what was the level of the party?
Oh, we're talking 15, 16.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're talking 6 guys, or 5 guys. So, but essentially, the villain I had him having hand in the thief network that the thief in the party worked for. He was one of the the grandmasters. He was the one supplying money essentially, and they were stealing items from him that he could research and use and create. And I think he was one of the hidden leader seats in the Wizards Council in town, where the wizard came from. And I think 2 of the golems that he cut apart and used for the flesh golems came from the fighters homestead, which was the next town over. So each of them, I specifically made him to be hated by the PCs, and did they hate him?
That's exactly how you need to do it.
Yeah, I used so many little subtle things that made each of them squirm every time they saw him, because they're like, yep,
I want to kill him.
Exactly.
I want to kill him. Yep.
Yeah. Crispy, you got a favorite?
I got a favorite that we've run up against.
Oh yeah.
Is it the guy with the boxing that ran the boxing championship in the Castle Hammer?
No.
Yeah, that my fighter.
It's a villain from our D20 Modern game, a guy named Charlie Fate, who basically like we were all psionicists, so we had like special powers on top of like our classes and stuff.
Right.
And like he basically he enslaved us because he had like a bunch of people. The reason I hate Charlie Fate so much is because we weren't allowed to kill him. Like, that was our goal. We all wanted to get strong enough to kill Charlie Fate because he was a butthead. And our DM just like, no, that wouldn't happen because this would happen and that would happen and this would happen. I'm just like, man, I just want to kill this guy who's just...
Are you sure you don't want to kill the GM?
Yeah,
No.
I hate GMs like that.
It's not my favorite way to play a game, but...
I agree. I mean, when you have a GM that basically wants to hold on to a villain with both hands and never let go, no matter how elaborate or how much the PCs plot to take down this villain, that's a problem.
Yeah, I mean, like, we were strong enough to kick the crap out of him, and I had a rocket launcher, so, I mean, let's see him survive that.
That beats the ballista. Oh, boy.
Yep.
And I got a rocket launcher. No, you can't hit him. But I got a rocket launcher. No, you can't hit him.
I'd be like, screw you. I'm going home. In the Cartman voice, of course.
Yeah, like, the game ended because the GM ran out of ideas for adventures. And we're just like, we have an idea. Why don't you just let us kill Charlie Fate?
Mm-hmm.
But no.
Yeah.
Oh, don't you love GMs like that?
No, not particularly.
I know. I'm just being facetious anyway.
Yep.
Like, I just really want to kill that guy.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, we can hear it, Clarsby.
To this
I've kept onto that character for 3 years.
Oh, man. Yeah, I know how that is.
Well, he was memorable.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, he was.
For the wrong reasons.
That's true. That's true.
Nah, he was a pretty good villain. He was a schemer, but...
Was he?
Yeah.
And so... I'm sorry, go ahead.
I said I hate that guy. Oh.
In case anybody isn't clear on this in the audience, Crispy really hates Charlie Fate.
Yes. Charlie Fate must die. They must make a movie about it.
Charlie Fate must die.
Or at least put T-shirts on the website.
There you go.
Charlie Fate and Bargle. They're evil.
Yes. But who's more evil than whom?
That's true.
Yes.
Now, who sent that email again?
That was John Smith.
Thank you, John. Thank you for listening, and thank you for sending an email. Do we have any more?
We've got one, but it is really, really long.
Then we will really, really save it.
Yes, we will.
That doesn't mean we don't appreciate long emails, guys, folks at home. But it may take us a show to get it down so we can discuss it and pre-read it. And
yeah, we could. I mean, if we have an email where we can make a whole show about it, that's great. But
because I've been tricked once before. I started reading an email. Corey, I just wanted to let you know how great your show is, and Corey likes to wear women's underwear. Wait, hold on. I should have reread this before. So we want to make sure we pre-read our emails,
You just got...
And like I said, those kind of emails, that could spark a whole show right there.
Oh, yeah. Easily.
So we're going to save that one for special.
Yes, we are.
And is that the emails in?
Yes, that is.
Okay.
Onward to glory.
Yes, onward to option package.
My personality undergoes a startling change.
You should meet me because I'm a great guy.
I like big fat men like you. When they fall, they make more noise. And sometimes they never get up.
Option package.
Okay, option package. We're back into the DM's splat books. And we have the complete book of Necromancers.
Yes, indeed, we do.
TSR number 2151, written by Steve Kurtz.
Yep.
Familiar name in 2E.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And this was done in I
think 96. I think is either 96 or 97. I'd have to look it up.
95?
Really?
Yeah, mine is copyright 1995.
Wow.
First printing, yeah.
First printing, and this is like one of the last ones, I believe.
I think, because we had a discussion about. I think this is like the second to last Splat book they did.
Yep.
Judging by the prices on eBay, yeah.
Oh yeah, the prices like 5 years ago were pretty steep.
Anyone out there who has an extra copy of the Book of Necromancers, I'm willing to deal.
Yeah.
Please send an email to shownostudios@gmail.com. Thank you.
I think I've held a copy of this book in my hands before, but like I don't really look for 2E stuff because I'm just here as a space filler.
Thanks, Vince. I mean, Crispy. That was close.
No, you're not. Anyway, this is a pretty good book.
I agree.
Aside from the short print run, climbing into the head of a necromancer. Boy, this is like right there with the Book of Villains. Just take these two and go to town. And this is also the only Splat book that a subclass of ass got. That's not a right sentence, is it?
No, you had it right. Yeah.
No, you're right.
It's the
What about the Complete Ninja's Handbook?
You got.
I would say that this is one of the major books for what I like to call the second generation of the complete books, because you have the gladiators, you have the barbarians, you have, like you said, the ninjas.
But this is the only school of magic in 2E that got its separate Splat book.
Well, yeah.
Except for the best version of magic, psionics. Sorry,
Oh.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, now see why you got to tweak, Glenn.
Once again, not taking the bait. No.
Enjoy your psychic powers, Doctor Strange.
Thank you. I will.
Have fun with your not fantasy.
Thank you, Crispy. I knew we had him on this show for a reason.
Yep. Comic relief. But anyway. Yes, he'll be here all week, ladies and germs.
I would like to point out something that I found in this book, which to me was just beautiful.
Yeah.
Something that, because of the time period that this came out, you're looking at the winter years of the age of second edition, the waning years, and I like the fact that they actually made a table for the extended Necromancer, the XP. It's up to 30.
Yes,
wow.
Indeed.
I was
looking
like,
right at it.
Impressive,
Yep. 7.5 million experience points. Can you do it?
I think I have that somewhere. Well, if you're a necromancer, death is just a doorway,
That's true.
And this book is not only for the necromancers themselves, this is for necromantic priests, too. They cover that.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you're right.
The clerical version. Also, they cover, like, dual-classed characters, necromancer and... Which, oh God, Sionis Necromancer.
Yes.
Well, Glenn, as I found out when I was doing my stat blocks, there is a psionic lich.
Yes, there is.
I thought they all were.
No.
I'm thinking of Mind Flayers.
Yeah, Mind Flayers. Iliathid. Oh, can we use that word?
Yeah.
Just did.
Yep.
And they even talk about something, they have black, gray, and white necromancy. I've never heard of that before. But
you're so full of it, Glenn. You have heard of it. Matter of fact, you told us you played a white necromancer.
Right, but not until I got this book I realized what I'm playing. I never had this book when I played this Chaotic Good Necromancer. As a matter of fact, there's a kit in here that fits him to a T, and I would have used it had I had the book.
Which kit is that?
I believe we'll be talking about it in the next segment.
Yeah, yes.
Yes,
and aside from that, it's got all sorts of crunchy stuff. Undead Master, the Philosopher Necromancer, who's more likely to pull out a book and make notes over the dead and the undead than actually do something about it.
I saw the word vivisectionist in here, which is
yes, the vivisectionist.
Yeah,
I don't know what a vivisectionist is. It's someone who dissects bodies to understand how they work.
Yes,
while they're still alive.
That's the kit, the anatomist that we're going to talk about. That's all right. Preview.
There's the Death Slayer, who I just want to call the Double Death Dealer. Like
the man who wants the dead to stay dead.
Yep.
There's like a metal rock riff.
The Death Slayer is a very cool kit that I'm.
Yeah, it is. Like it's basically like Van Helsing.
Yep.
Or
exactly what
Michael
Batman.
Moorcock's Elric.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, Yeah,
I'd like to
Orc
see the
fan.
Slayer go up against the undead master who wants to rise and control them.
Yep.
Oh, now we're getting into dark fantasy here, guys.
Oh no, no,
No, not dark. No, anything but that.
Anyway.
They also cover the witch, believe it or not.
I also like the philosopher too. It's another good kit that's in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, thing is, the thing about the witch is like, to me, it's just seemed. Just the term witch is so broad. It can go from this to
Was
that.
that a sexist comment?
No.
Witch, bro.
Jeez.
Oh,
man.
damn, Corey. Wow.
Sorry.
He's in rare form, ladies and gentlemen.
My goodness.
Like witch, I'm guessing it's like a voodoo witchcraft practicer.
Actually, I watched the season premiere of True Blood last night, and their main enemy this year is going to be a witch, and this kit would cover that. Because basically I think what she's trying to do is trying to basically take control of vampires through communicating with spirits of the dead. Through necromancy, basically. The first thing they did was her familiar, which was a parrot, died, and they all joined in a circle. And for about 5 seconds, that parrot came to life and started flying around
and said, "Pieces of meat."
Oh God! Oh God!
He's in there. He's in there.
No, that's the pirate. That's the pirate, Glenn.
The pirate witch. Yes. Where are you now? I'm in another world. Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, I mean, yeah, this book is just I mean, like we've said for like the last 2 books, if you read through this book and you don't get ideas for things to do as a DM, turn in your DMG. Just go.
Right.
What?
There are certain people who would gladly turn in their DMG.
Yeah, well,
but that's another story.
That's another topic. Yes,
they can turn it into me. I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
Got new wizard spells here. We even got, I think we have some priest spells in here. No, just some wizard spells. Yeah, we got some priest spells in here too.
Mm-hmm.
Allies talks about familiars, gives you an idea of what secret societies are like for that. And magic items, of course.
Mm-hmm.
They even give you a campaign called the Isle of the Necromancer Kings, which is pretty crunchy.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a nice little. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna add this. Even with the people and the NPCs they have in the back.
Yes.
I mean, there's so much crunch in this book. It's ridiculous.
So much crunch you can have it for breakfast.
Just make sure to pour some milk over it first. Not literally.
Even in milk.
Yes.
And it's made out of paper, so it's got like 400% of your daily
fiber. Oh, crispy.
Crispy, have you ever used Necromancer?
But it's covered in ink, so you'll probably die.
Yes. Yeah. Have you ever used Necromancers, Crispy, in your games?
I have.
You have?
Yes.
You ever have a chance to use this book with them? Or?
No.
I
haven't. Probably because, I don't know, I haven't really played that much second edition.
That's true. Well, I just meant any D&D, I take a broad view of it.
And I've never actually looked at this book till now, which is kind of a shame because it's actually pretty good. I like it.
It is excellent. The Book of Villains, Book of Necromancers, and it is on the DM side, so they're basically pushing it towards DMs. But if you're weird like me, you can make a player character out of it. So, complete Book of Necromancers. If you got it, tell us about it.
Please
if you were insane enough to pay the prices that they ask for it.
Yeah, no kidding. Ugh.
I
Shudder.
thought 25 at half price. I thought that was bad.
No. The original list price was 20, wasn't it?
Yeah, 1995.
Yeah, it's $20. So yeah.
Yeah, the list price is 18.
Still, that's still a bargain.
23 in Canada.
Yeah, and now just add a 0 on the end.
Yeah, no kidding. See, now just to see how insane it's gotten, I'm going on eBay and I'm going to look it up. But go ahead. We can move on to the next segment.
That's okay. It's THACOshammer@gmail.com. Our number is what?
405-806-0555.
That's right, it is. You can also catch us on OSR Gaming, Dragon's Foot, Purple Worm. Oh, and somebody mentioned in one of the forums, we forgot to mention D20radio.com, too.
Yes.
And
We're on D20 Radio?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
How about
Very
that?
D20 Radio? Where gamers roll?
Yes! That's
nice,
right!
Nice plug. Nice plug.
Thank you. He says, why don't you ever mention that? Well, I just did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now be
Let's
quiet.
move on.
Take that, Vince.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Dang, that didn't sound like me. No, okay, sorry.
That's because it wasn't Glenn.
Oh, okay. Corey,
No, that was Glenn.
Or,
That was totally
Crispy, you are welcome here anytime. Let's move on to people skills.
The face is familiar. It's mine. And so it is.
Oh, yes, of course. It stands out a mile, doesn't it? He's so common.
A little lady comes in here and starts throwing her butt around. What is that supposed to do?
All right, forget I said anything.
Maybe I will.
Well, that's pretty good.
But don't tell me you weren't looking at it.
Well, that's not half bad.
She's giving it right back to you.
People skills.
People skills. Now, we're going to take one of the kits out of the complete book of Necromancers, the Anatomist.
Yes.
The Anatomist is very interesting. If you're thinking of Dr. Frankenstein, you're not too far off.
Right.
Can I call it an anatomist?
You may.
Awesome.
I will
You
let
say
you.
anatomist, I say anatomist. Let's call the
want-
whole thing off.
Want to bend your tongue that way, that's perfectly all right. But the Anatomist is the kind of guy who's in it for the science or the medical knowledge.
Science!
She blinded me with anyway. But
Mace.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, that's what you go
Mace
inside
is
people's
science.
heads
It's
with.
a chemical.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
Go ahead, Glenn.
Well, I was going to say, as I've told before, I played a chaotic good necromancer that if I'd had this book, he would have been an anatomist.
Mm-hmm.
He was a traveling mortician, and he constantly was taking not only dead humans, but whatever we killed apart to look at them. They devote the careers to scientific study of the body, often using magical means to aid and inform their research. And they also make good healers if one doesn't have a cleric in the party.
Yes.
Or torturers.
Or torturers. Or, why do I want to say? The guys who do the autopsies.
Coroners?
Yes.
Thank you. They make good coroners too.
Mm-hmm.
According to this, they have. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to ask if I can make mine be the redhead from CSI, but never mind. Continue on.
You realize in all those shows, all the coroners are really, really weird people.
Yeah, but the girls are hot.
Yes, I'll take the blonde from CSI Miami. Thank you. Wow. They've got some good equipment here. They do have special benefit. Improved healing.
Mm-hmm.
They make excellent doctors. They get a +2 on their ability checks for healing, for the healing non-weapon proficiency, which you can buy for this kit.
Yep. Yeah.
At list.
Yeah, at list instead of having to spend an extra slot on it.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, I didn't have this book, so I had to put double the slots in it.
Oh, geez.
So.
Well, I hope that necromancer had like an 18 intelligence.
He did.
Okay.
Yeah, I made sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys they get off on looking at the inside of the body.
I like how their spells actually are. They prefer spells that affect the physical body itself.
That's right. So
Corpse
they don't
link, embalm, delay death, wound transfer. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, they don't do any of this spirit world type of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They keep it. Yeah, keep it rooted in science and in the body as a whole.
Right.
So, I mean, this is the guy. If they defeated an undead master, he'd probably go in the fields where the guys raise the undead and take them and go look at them.
Yep.
It wouldn't even be just the undead, though. I mean, he would actually, maybe somebody's fighting, they're level 2 or whatever, and they're fighting a badger. He might take the badger and just lug it along with him to study it until he was done with it and then dispose of the corpse. Always having a small notebook out, scribbling in it, making notes at the corpses. The fighter's all covered in blood, just finished killing a gorilla, and he's like poking at it and drawing designs in the book, and everybody's like, okay, we gotta go rest, and the guy's like, go ahead without me, I'm gonna sit here and
I'll catch up. This is really fascinating. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
One of their special benefits is autopsy.
Yep.
And if he dissects a corpse, taking 1 to 6 turns minus 1 round per level, the wizard has a base 60% chance plus 2% per level of learning the specific reason and approximate time of death. That may not sound like much in a game, but that can come up as pretty handy in some scenarios.
Yep.
Especially if you're playing in a city campaign where, you got some politics or some backroom dealings going on, and you have to do some role play. Maybe like the play PC's contact just got killed. They need to find out how he died and when he died.
Right.
It can be added in. It just doesn't have to be for dungeon delving.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I definitely see this guy working in a city.
Yep. Oh, easily. Not only that, in a large city, say the size of Waterdeep or something like that, there's plenty of business for someone in his practice.
Sure.
Yeah, he would be the staff coroner.
Oh yeah, be the Lords of Waterdeep official coroner and all that kind of stuff.
Even if you're playing a campaign where they don't have like what we had in the real world, England's Anatomy Act. Where it was illegal to steal bodies before that act, you could have this guy in cahoots with the Thieves or Assassins Guild. Hey, do me a favor. You kill that guy, bring me his body.
Yeah. You could have a whole Burke and Hare thing going here. I could see that. The
maybe
grave
they could
diggers.
find a way to make an untraceable poison.
Yeah. He would know how to get past other anatomists.
Yeah. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, if you played him evil, that'd be great.
Yep. That would be like just think about a Sherlock Holmes who finally just flips out and just goes evil. Think about that.
Gregory House D&D.
Exactly. Oh, jeez.
Can you say Gregory House?
Yes, he did.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I know Hugh Laurie is
very disappointed in you.
I know Hugh Laurie is a great actor and a British one at that, but every time I see him, I want to hit him because he plays House so well.
Every time I see him, I just think, where is the lid? Where is the lid?
Oh man! But anyway, so yes, the Anatomist.
Yes, the Anatomist is out of the Complete Book of Necromancers. Anybody got any Anatomists out there? We'd like to hear from you.
Anatomists.
Anatomist, THACOShammer@gmail.com.
I think mine would have to be named Frankenstein.
I knew that was coming. I knew if it wasn't you, Corey, it was going to be Crispy. I was waiting for either one of you to do it.
Frankenstein.
Yes, Frankenstein.
See, I do have class.
Oh, you thought of it, Glenn?
Yes.
Then you don't have class.
I'm just like I just want to see the adventures of like Philip Bonesaw, fantasy coroner.
Oh wow!
Well, that makes me
Jack Klugman.
Oh.
Theodoric of York, medieval barber.
Wow!
We could just go on and on, but let's not. Let's just pull the record right now.
Let's go to Magic Fingers.
Yes.
Eeny, meeny, chili beanie, the spirits are about to speak.
Well, it just so happens that your friend here is only mostly dead.
Sounds like a lot of supernatural baloney to me. Supernatural, perhaps. Baloney, perhaps not.
Magic Fingers.
Magic Fingers, one of the basic spells, animate dead.
Yes.
You have to have a drawing table and some ink, and not that kind of animating.
Oh.
Light box, camera, lots of patience.
Something like that. Or I just like a few skeletons you cast. Every time I see animate dead, I think you cast it and they start doing a dance.
As opposed to when you
Bernie's, fantasy game.
Yeah, and if you try to turn them and you fail, they just turn in a circle.
Actually, they grab a top hat and a cane and go, putting on a roof.
Oh, high comedy, yes.
Oh, I got a million of them.
Yep.
This is a staple for like the necromancer or necromantic priest, and it is level what?
It's level 5 for wizards, level 3 for priests.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And alignment restrictions?
Oh, let's put it this way. It all depends what you're using it for. I mean, it's inherently evil, or at least in medieval society, it's inherently evil to screw with the dead. You know, to have them rise out of the graves.
Okay.
Well, what if you had like a party have like one of the guys, they got to raise him, but they can't get him out for some reason or other because they're in like way out in the boonies. Animate him, make him walk with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, then how do you explain when you get back to civilization, or God forbid someone sees you on the road walking alongside a corpse?
Well, you just teach him to tip his hat, that's all.
You just pull an Arnold. Excuse me, my friend is dead tired. Don't
Forget the yardies.
Oh my God. Yeah, okay. I see how this is going. Okay.
Yeah, just hang you one arm around one guy, one arm around the other. Oh, yeah, he had too much, and
hey,
we had
too much beer last night.
We had this happen. We had this happen in our party. Somebody cast this spell. He was playing a chaotic neutral wizard. And he played Animate Dead on the fighter.
Yeah.
Well, they happened to be a little loaded with equipment, so essentially the wizard handed the fighter 2 shields.
Oh boy.
And essentially he was the wizard's protector. And essentially the whole game, these were brothers that were playing the game, by the way. He kept sliding his brother notes. And then he would tell me, the DM, I'm sending my animated friend out. And then he would just go out and do stuff because he was commanding him to do stuff. It was hilarious. Like he would walk over and light his hand on the torch and then walk over and relight the other new torches. It was ridiculous.
Oh, wow.
I just reminds me of a Champions, this is not D&D, but Champions campaign where like all the heroes were knocked out except for the mage psionicist, and he did mass telekinesis to get him over to the other side of the room where he could tend to them or whatever. Unfortunately, the villain was in the way, so he got stampeded.
Yeah, that's what you call an accidental benefit.
Yeah.
I love those. Mm-hmm. I love those. But Animate Dead is pretty much, part and parcel of the whole evil necromancer shtick.
Oh, of course.
And what do we got? What do we got for? Does it have any material components or anything like that?
Oh, let's see. What does it say?
A drop of blood and a pinch of bone powder or a bone shard.
Or bat guano. Doesn't all the spells take bat guano?
Oh, God.
Or a flower.
The heart of blackness from the deepest heart of blackness. You will bring forth the spirits of the army of the dead.
That doesn't sound like Ernie.
Hail to the king, baby. Anyway.
You have to go down to hell, drive souls back.
God.
I think our barbarian friend is trying to tell us.
It's the chant that you have to make.
Thank you, my friend. Anyway, go. What were you
You're
saying?
welcome, Obi.
My God.
And this show is degenerating really, really fast.
Yes, but I'd still like to know what the material components is.
He said it, a bone shard.
An inch of bone powder or bone shards.
Thank you. I didn't hear it over the calamity here.
Okay. But one of the great things about it is that once you learn how to cast it, you can animate pretty much almost anything, that's dead. You could get like 12 skeletons if you're a 12th level necromancer, but yeah, or you could do something like, let's see, animate an ogre, animate, some orogs or something like that. As the sky's the limit, as long as it's your number of hit dice you can animate or lower, you can animate it.
So essentially, the whole adventuring party is hired to kill a new baby dragon that's beginning to terrorize and eat flocks of sheep. So the PCs slay it and then ride it back into town for proof.
That's one way to do it. You could put up with the stench.
That sounds gross.
I mean, if you do it quickly enough, it doesn't have time to rot, and you can just ride it back while the corpse is still fresh.
Yeah, we're real adventurers. We don't.
Could you quick freeze it with a cone of cold or something?
Dragon steaks, $8.99 a pound.
Now, it says that the undead remain animated until they are destroyed in combat or are turned. So, like, if you animate dead on a party member,
yeah,
you're gonna have to kill them again.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you're probably going to have to turn it.
You animate the fighter and you run up against some zombies. I turn you. No, you stay.
Yeah, good luck with that. Then all of a sudden the fighter runs away and like, yeah, but
yeah.
Yikes.
So they all act like Tor Johnson.
Cleric, bad.
More brains. Anyway,
I take it you've come up with creative uses for this kind of spell. Sounds like you already got some. So
who, me? No, not me.
Ollie is.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, one of the things that a necromancer can do is, basically kill small animals, animate a bunch of them, they become as spies. Because, well, or at least with some necromancers, they can actually look through the eyes of their animated dead. So,
or even better, the halfling thief in the party dies. He can still check for traps. Just animate him and send him down the hallway.
Well, I was gonna say any party member who dies can now check for traps.
Yep. Yeah, he's the official the trap springer.
The human 10-foot pole.
You send him down and he gets fireballed. It's like, if the player gets mad, it's like, oh man, it's a good thing you didn't almost die back. Oh wait. Yeah. Oops. Sorry about that.
Yes, fireballed. Okay, we got enough gold to get him raised. Still, take the charred remains.
Yikes.
Or the dead PC party member in the dungeon immediately becomes your indoor pack mule. Put that on him. Put that on him.
Yep.
Put that on him.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like he'll get tired.
Yep.
There is that.
Yeah. It's not like he's zombified or anything. He won't go after anybody's brains or anything.
I was thinking about that earlier. Like, if you're walking through town and he's on, like, if you've got his arms wrapped around two other party members, he's, like, trying to bite one of them, be like, oh, my friend. He gets very frisky when he's drunk.
Where is he biting again?
Or even worse, the fighter's the highest level in the group and he's died in the dungeon, and then shortly thereafter the wizard that animated him dies. He still stays alive until he's turned or destroyed. He's now free. Brains. Oh, great. We now have to fight Fred. He's now free.
Mm-hmm.
Get him to the temple, quick.
It's okay. I lent Fred like 15 gold. He never paid me back, so.
Unless he's vegetarian, then it's grains.
Oh, God. Yes, bad jokes rule on this show, too.
And I could make a worse one, but I'm not going to for the sake of our sanity.
Good boy.
Yeah, thank you. Somebody has to have some sense for this episode, damn it.
Yeah. Animate dead. I could see like a necromancer taking all the corpses and doing like a living chess thing in his lair or something. Big room.
That'd be cool.
On it or something.
Yeah.
Checkmate.
They don't like to lose.
Yeah.
Just because of how my mind works, Glenn, this would be a great spell to play with the other spell that you like, where you explode bones.
Blast bones.
Yeah, blast bones.
Reach into Steve, your buddy's chest. Can I borrow this? Snap. Throw. Blast bones. Hey, you only need an ear or a finger to resurrect a guy. You don't need the whole body. He can still be an effective party member.
Pick up a couple of ribs, cast a trigger on it with blast bones.
Yep.
When it hits the ground, it goes off. Hey, catch! Oh, you missed. Boom! You got your living thermal detonators.
Yes, I was going to say, creating bone grenades, basically. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Dog, give me that bone. Give me that. Yeah. Damn it, dog. Give me that bone.
Yeah. We're not just like perverted in our thinking. No, Yeah, we come up with these ideas. No, we're
These
not
are
that
ideas, people, and they're good, okay?
That's right.
That's right. Animate Dead. I want to hear what you guys have to say. THACOshammer@gmail.com. 405
806-40555.
Thank you, Corey. I will never get that number, even though it's got 3 5s in it. Wow. My God. Anyway, time to hunt snipe.
If you only had a living brain.
What do you think? Escaped gorilla?
Listen, you're making enough noise to wake up the dead. I don't have to wake him up. He's up.
It's time for a snipe hunt.
Snipe hunt. We got a double header. Crypt Thing and Crypt Servant. They work hand in hand. They're cops. No. A Crypt Thing. Who wants to go first on this?
Well, the
one was an undead menace with a badge and a gun. The other was an undead who played by the rules. To stop an illegal drug cartel of fantasy drugs,
me, Crispy. Stop.
These two have got to work together to overcome their differences.
Oh, great. Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
This summer.
Together again.
Action returns with 2 feet in the grave.
I was going to say Crypt Cops.
Crypt Cops also good.
Crypt Cops, oh God. All right.
Up before I fall to pieces.
Stick it out.
It's Arnie and Stallone. Okay.
Anyway, okay, folks, come on, let's get back on topic.
Okay, Crypt Thing is found in the Monstrous Manual or the Monstrous Compendium.
Yes.
And where is the Crypt Servant found?
That is in the Monstrous Compendial. Oh, that's a good one. Monstrous Compendium.
Damn it, I don't have that book.
Yeah, yeah, it doesn't because it doesn't exist because I just made it up.
I know.
Oh,
I was gonna write because I just wrote it.
Yeah. Holy bad grammar, Batman.
One syllable words for Brian, please.
Yes, words of one. Yeah, because my mind has just been bent in 4 or 5 different directions.
Crypt Servant is where?
Monstrous Compendium Annual number 1.
You want to take one and I'll take the other, Brian?
Okay, I can do that.
Make a wish. Yep.
Okay. Hey, wait a minute. Time out on the field.
Sorry.
Okay. Goodness gracious, I'll take the Crypt Servant because I actually have it up. Sorry, Corey.
That's all right. I just have to switch over. It's all right.
Okay.
See, I don't have to do anything.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
I've got both up because I'm a nerd with 2 monitors.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a nerd with 2
money.
monitors.
He's a nerd with money. He can.
What man with 2 monitors? Anyway,
man, I got them for like $50 because I bought them used.
Oh, now you really suck. Anyway, Anyway, Crypt Servants are corpses, usually desiccated, that are normally human, though elves, dwarves, and other races are not unknown. They generally dress in the livery of their master, the person buried in the tomb they serve. Crypt Servants speak the language of their master in dry, slithery voices. Crispy?
You've come to the tomb of Elfin Leaf.
There you go.
Now it shall be your tomb.
Nicely done. Though created to serve the master in all ways after death, Crypt Servants usually are encountered defending their master's tomb and possessions from desecration. A solitary Crypt Servant or a servant nearest the tomb's entrance acts as a guard. Intruders are challenged or a visible sign of the family of their master, which means, of course, what's the password, or you need to be wearing the livery of that family. Yeah. Now you put Halle Berry in my brain. Stop that.
Ew.
Hey.
Why are you complaining? Well,
that's because I'm trying to stay on track, and it's like someone keeps putting pennies on the rails. But anyway,
I was all for Halle Berry until I saw Swordfish. Anyways, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, but she redeemed herself in the James Bond movie, I think. Anyway.
No, because I can't get the image of her dropping that sun reflector down and...
Children.
Can you keep going?
Sorry. Okay,
you.
Basically what it is that the Crypt Servant acts as you would think, servants for their master's tomb. They clean it. They maintain everything, and at first, when they're first created, they're like, they have like the cleaning OCD thing. They immediately go to work,
I was just in my head. I was like, "Hurry, adventurers, to your doom! I've got dusting to do, and this place it's pretty big. So, I mean, the sooner we can get this over with, the better."
Oh,
This
wow.
giant pyramid of bags of trash waiting for someone to break them out.
No, that's what the OTUGs are for. They're in the basement.
That's right.
Oh, but anyway.
Dead guy stench out of here.
But anyway, what happens after a few years?
After a few years, they start slowing. They kind of slow down. What it is that they lose their fervor. They go from like cleaning, like say once every day, to like once a week, once a month, once a year, and things
That sounds like me keeping house.
Yeah, sounds like your typical underpaid servant to me. But anyway,
or bachelor.
It's not like they're paying me for this crap.
Wow.
And they make three gold pieces a millennia. I mean, it's not worth it.
Mm-hmm. But as I said, the activity slows down to where they stay motionless for days or even years before becoming active to do their cleaning. So
I'm so depressed. I just wish there were some adventurers I could kill.
I can see one dusting over here, another one standing here like nothing, and he just hits him in the head. Come on!
Your tenure breaks over. Get with it.
Yeah.
But they also, as you would think, because their names are so similar, sometimes they're associated with crypt things. I could see like a crypt thing being the major domo and the servants being, well, the servants. Well,
what makes a crypt thing so special?
Oh.
All right, I guess that's me, huh?
Yeah, that's
All
your
right.
cue, Corey.
Oh, that's my cue. Sorry, I was smoking a cigarette in the green room.
Such dedication in this show.
I know, right?
Yeah.
These crypt things are actually a pretty cool monster. You're looking at undead creatures that are sometimes guard tombs, graves, or corpses. Two types of crypt things. There's ancestral and summoned. The ancestral ones are the natural creatures, while the others are called into existence by a wizard or priest of at least 14th level, possibly a necromancer.
I would say so.
So the natural ones are the guys who go, okay, they were faithful servants in life, now they're going to be faithful servants in death.
Correct.
Yep.
Correct.
Okay.
Their alignment's actually reflected as neutral, so depending on who summons them shows their type of direction, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks nothing more than an animated skeleton. Say that it's always clothed in flowing robe of brown or black. Each eye socket is lit by a fierce red pinpoint of light that is almost hypnotic in its intensity. I like the fact that this monster's he's not bad. He's mid-level. I mean, you're looking at a 6 hit dice creature, doing D8. What I like about the crypt thing is his special attacks.
Yeah.
Be gone.
He teleports. He teleports you away.
Far away.
Far
anywhere.
Away. Yeah.
In any direction.
Yep. Random direction. There's a chart on the crypt thing's entry as where he goes or where you go, depending if you attack.
Yeah,
he still attacks with a skeletal hand, but usually he waits for his crypt servants to do the duty.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If he has to be bothered, then he'll come out and go away, and then he'll go back
exactly.
to
be gone.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing is that, if you have players on the ball, they don't know where he went. For all you know, he may have killed him right off the bat. All you know is that player's gone.
Yeah,
well,
go ahead, Corey.
No, I was going to say, more importantly, he could have, if he teleports him 1d10 times 100 feet, or I'm sorry, 1 dungeon level up. Well, if you're 3 dungeon levels down, and there's solid rock 1 dungeon level up, guess what? You've been teleported into solid rock.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not like those teleportations where they put you in the closest empty space.
No. Yeah, you could end up inside a wall, and then that's pretty much it.
or miles away in a tree, or over a chasm.
Yep.
Over a chasm. It doesn't mean that you have to be put on solid ground.
Nope.
Yes.
I'm gonna teleport you 500 feet to the east. Oh, there's a giant chasm underground there, and now you're in the middle of it. Enjoy that.
Enjoy the fall. You're a Wile E. Coyote, basically.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, they actually
hope you like hook horrors.
I like
because
the
where you're
fact
going, there's a lot of them.
they have the spell entry here. Actually on the monster's description. Seventh level wizard or priest.
See, this is the nice thing about it. When they teleport somebody, they can only do it once a day.
Yeah.
And if you can dodge that, and you have this spell, the reverse of it.
Dodge a ball. Sorry.
Yeah, you could dodge a wrench. You could no. Anyway,
you can dodge a crypt thing. You can dodge a ball.
The reverse is what is it? Destroy crypt thing.
Destroy crypt thing.
Yep. And he gets a save or die. Plug the other show. But
so
you
what?
Put that on him. He fails to save. Poof, he gone.
Yep.
All there is the robe.
Yep. And that's pretty much it for him.
It's like sweet free robe.
Yes, free robe.
Free robes. Hey, it's cold outside.
Yeah, I mean, crypt servants are the same way. You can create those too.
Yes, and you can destroy them. I think.
Same way.
Aside from just beating on them until they fall to pieces, but I think you can reverse the spell.
Now, his one attack of teleportation. I mean, he'll wade in, won't he? After that.
I don't see him as wading in. I see him as sitting in a throne or standing to the back of the room. And before you can get to him, there's probably 15 crypt servants per side. Yeah, he'll send in the crypt servants to do the actual melee. And if he sees one fighter just wading through the crypt servants getting closer, he'll teleport him out. Okay, you're done. Get out.
Yeah. But isn't there a save is there a save to that teleportation?
I believe so. I think it's save versus spell.
If you fail your saving throw versus spell, you're instantly teleported.
Yeah.
With these kind of characters, you never know if it's like, nope, you're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. No, well, only if a DM really wants to teleport somebody, 500 feet over a cliff or whatever.
I like the fact that crypt things are harmed by holy water or holy symbols, as are many undead. The magic that roots them to their lairs is so powerful, in fact, that it also eliminates any chance for priests or paladins to turn them.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep. That's exactly right.
No turn these.
No.
Fool, I ain't going nowhere.
Fool, He-Man.
Yeah, He-Man.
Who is a Skeletor pimp?
Yep. Beastman, kill him.
Now you see, the next time I use a crypt thing, I'm going to have to do the Skeletor voice. Wow.
Look at Tila. She is beautiful.
That's why I've never watched that show. Crypt thing, crypt servant.
Yes.
What could we do with these guys?
Well, aside from guarding crypts,
I'd say put them in a crypt.
Besides that, I mean, put them in a crypt. They're going to be found in crypts.
Well,
maybe you could put them in a crypt.
Really?
Here's something that I think is really a really cool, different idea you can do.
I don't know, Corey. You might want to slow down because this seems like it might be a pretty wild out there thought.
But you could put them in a crypt.
Holy crap! A crypt?
Okay.
No, but seriously, they're neutral, and if it's one of the natural ones, what are they called? The ancestral.
One of those.
Sorry about that. If it's one of the ancestral ones, you have the PCs run up. They're like, "Oh my god, I'm dead! Kill it!" Paladin goes, "I turn thee," and he goes, "Dude, really? No, I'm not like that." You could actually have it converse with the PCs and be like, "Yeah, you need to go retrieve something that was stolen from my crypt. I'd go get it, but I'm a crypt thing. Got to stay in the crypt."
I can't leave.
Yeah.
I just imagine like the paladin goes to turn it, and the crypt thing's like, "No, I don't want to." I don't think so.
I'd put it in a I would have like a necromancer of like say 16th level or something, have like 3 of these things walking around, just wandering the halls, and when the party comes to try to take the necromancer down, all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, where's the mage? He was here
3
a minute
of them
ago.
are in lava.
Where's the priest?
100 miles away.
Yep.
Even better, a smart lich doesn't want to be bothered by anybody because he's still researching, because that's why they're liches. They're died and they don't even realize they're dead. He could be like, "Oh, you know what? Create a couple crypt things, put some nice clothes on them. You sit here for a couple 100 years. PCs come in, you're me."
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Ooh.
Saying?
Necromancer's decoy. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Just the Lich is like busy, like studying something, and the Crips thing's like, "No, I am the evil Lich Guantanamo. Please,
Guantanamo?
To my bay.
Make my monsters grow. Sorry, wrong show.
I'd use him as a distraction for the Lich, you know."
Yeah, that'd work. I can see like a priest. I turn thee. Puts his arm around him. Look, either I teleport you away or I got a wand of chromatic orbs here.
Yeah.
Which one do you want?
Yeah. You want the heart? You want the gut, or you want the head?
Yeah, you want the chromatic orb, or you're going to go away?
Yep.
Which one? Your choice.
Yep. That's pretty much.
Yeah,
right
I'd
there.
love that. That'd be great. That's perfect. The decoy thing.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be great. I wonder if you could do that with animals.
How
Have this
so?
undead dog with him. He says, "Oh yeah, that's him. I recognize the dog." Well, that's just a dog he's animating.
Yeah.
Undead dog he's animating.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good idea. How about you guys? You guys keep listening. Keep listening to us. Tell us about this.
Yeah.
THACOshammer@gmail.com. You know the places. Hey, we got the DM's rag.
Well, that's quite a story.
I think it would be fun to run a newspaper.
And here it comes, right over the old plate.
The DM's rag.
DM's rag, Ref 5, Lords of Darkness. Brian, take it away.
Yes, sir. Okay. These are done pretty much like the Book of Lairs for first edition. As a matter of fact, these are first edition. Huh? What?
They are?
Yeah, actually, I'm looking at right now. They're in first edition rule set.
Oh.
Yeah, but they read. Now, come on, Glenn.
Just kidding.
I was trying to stay with the theme. I'm sorry. It will never happen again. Okay.
Anyway, give us the stats of this book. Who wrote it, and all that kind of stuff.
Alrighty then. This one is written by the man himself, Ed Greenwood.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
We love it.
Yes. Hades rules.
Yes. No demon. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, that was Elminster in Hell. Yes.
No, Elminster. Here's Elminster in Hell. Sorry. Wow. Just had to get that out.
Anyway, he did the introduction, the Lich Adventure, the Mundane Guide. Deborah Christian did the Skeleton, Shadows, and the Spectre. My man Michael Stackpole did the Zombies.
Stackpole worked on this?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, I got one better. Paul Jacques did it.
Yes.
Yes. Ghouls and Gas and the Mummies. Steve Perrin did the Whites.
Whoa.
Vince Garcia did the Vampires and the Ghosts. And Gene Rabe of Terrible Trouble at Tragador fame did the Vampires.
This is like an all-star squad in here.
Isn't this cool?
Wow. Wowzers.
But yeah, basically these are all like, short adventures based on one particular type of undead. Going from skeletons for like, say, a first level party all the way up to the Lich. And considering Greenwood himself wrote it, it's going to be hard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But this is
Before's hard, but
no, not quite that hard, but pretty damn close. Basically what it is like I said, you can drop these into your campaign, for just like a little side adventure or something like that. I mean, I have an NPC who is an undead slayer. He would have a field day with this.
Did they have a scenario with the Death Knight?
No, I wish they did. You
Wow.
want to know something? I think, just on an off topic, I think the Dragonlance Book of Lairs actually has one.
Oh, I didn't know they had a Dragonlance book.
Yes, they do.
Wow.
Yes, they have a Book of Lairs for Dragonlance.
Yes.
Yeah, but then they railroad you, right?
Oh, come on now.
You have to fight the Lich. No, well, an Iron Grey comes down.
You know what? The Book of Lairs for Dragonlance is actually second edition, so no railroad.
Oh, okay.
Oh, did I say that? Ooh, I'm sorry.
We can hope.
Oh, Jason's gonna come after me. Oh no.
Oh no! Okay.
But anyway,
we'll talk later. Anyway,
we do not edition bash on THACO's Hammer. We don't.
We person bash. Yes.
We do person bash.
Yes.
I hate you, Vince.
I was just gonna go, yeah, take that,
Vince. That's gonna be our new motto here at That Goes Hammer. Yeah, take that, Vince.
Vince with ballista to the forehead.
You realize, of course, going to have to make another T-shirt.
Yep, I'll do it.
Take that, Vince.
Yeah.
I got the Photoshop skills. Don't test me.
I still want to do ballista.
As we heard from a previous episode, yes, your Photoshop skills are really good.
Mad Photoshop skills.
Yes. Used for bad intentions, but they're still good. Anyway.
I'm just a summon crypt thing. Depending on who summons me, it's depending on which way I go with my neutrality.
Anyway, Brian, tell us more.
As I said, these are short little adventures. There's actually some really halfway decent role-playing opportunities. It's not just smash and grab as you might think. Some of these adventures actually, of course, the PCs actually have to think about what they're going to do. Like the first adventure, which is for skeletons. Basically, it's like just this one cleric. Her name is Kendra, and basically she's animating dead and sending them out into the town where they're doing all kinds of stuff. There's a complete and total legitimate chance that you could actually run into your enemy as she's leaving the graveyard.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Kendra sounds familiar.
No, it's I forget exactly what she is. She supposedly got some sort of powers. I think she might be like a werewolf or something, but that can't be right.
I'm kind of sorry they didn't keep up the Book of Lairs format, because I really liked that. They did 2 Book of Lairs, and then they did this, and then a Dragonlance, and that was it.
I want to say no. I don't think they did one for Greyhawk, but
no.
But as a matter of fact, as an aside, on Dragon's Foot, they actually decided to continue the line with the Book of Lairs. Yes, they did.
Whoa! I'll check that out. Is this Dragon's Foot?
Yes, it is. Dragonsfoot.org.
Cool. We plug the competition too, folks.
Yeah, well,
it's okay.
Yeah.
There's no competition for THACO's hammer.
Take that, Vince. Anyway,
I'm gonna make sure it says "Take that, Vince." Crispy.
Attributed to me.
And
then I was never heard from on podcasts ever again.
Oh, you will always have a home here, Crispy, if you get kicked out.
Right. But Trask keeps turning up for some reason.
The back of the classroom of D&D podcast. That was it.
Who's that guy with the cool kids?
Yeah, hurling spitballs and everything. But yeah, I'm looking through these adventures, and there's really good. Actually, there is more than average role-playing opportunity. There are stories behind what happened to create these situations with these undead, and what the players can do about them. I mean, I like this. This is really good stuff.
Sexy.
It's got some ecology.
Yeah, ecology.
Ecology.
Ecology. See? What the hell? What did it retail for?
It retailed for, I want to say $15, but no, actually I take $8.95.
Heck yeah, old school at its best.
Oh yeah.
Not anymore, but
and the other reason why I put this up for it is it was done in 1988, so we are right at the really. Wow.
Yep.
Man, I feel old now. Anyway,
Right.
I saw my first heavy metal concert in 1988. But anyway, as I was saying, this is right in the transfer period from first edition to second.
Right.
Right in that little gray area there was.
Yeah.
And
everybody knows you can still use first edition stuff with second edition.
Yes, it's 100% compatible.
I was going to make that joke earlier when you guys were like, first edition, what? It's like, oh yeah, man, because they are completely different games.
Yep.
Just not compatible at all.
Yeah.
Thanks, Scoob.
You're welcome.
Jinky's Uncle Scoob.
Like Zoinks, man.
I can't see without my glasses.
Oh,
Oh no.
No.
Yeah. It was
you
a
know.
lot. But yes,
But
go ahead.
Lords of Darkness. I don't know what it's going for now, but originally it was $8.95. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. I'd say at least $25 now.
Oh, at least.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's pretty expensive.
It's no Book of Necromancy, but it's up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, we come to another one, guys. The end of another one.
Before we hang up, I'd like to just send a quick thank you shout out to my friend Dana over in Hawaii, who happened to, as everybody knows, shipping is outrageous. Happened to find a large box of D&D second edition books that quote unquote he doesn't need anymore.
Really?
So I'm getting essentially, if anybody knows anything about the post office boxes, the 12-inch by 12-inch flat rate boxes, the big one, it's 3 of those full.
Wow.
So, so I just want to say thanks to him. That's all.
See, you didn't have to pay anything either. That's all.
No, I have to pay the shipping.
Well, yeah, the shipping's going to be kind of.
This is our last step. By the way, this is our last episode, guys.
Oh,
this is episode. No, this is episode 19. As of next episode, these are called Splat books now.
Okay. Like what the heck, guys?
Yeah.
Apparently, someone thinks we're not diversified enough. So
we're not diversified enough.
Yeah. So this is episode 19. Next time it will be Splat book number 20.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep.
Take that. Well, anyway.
Yeah.
I don't want to mention names, but it starts with a V.
Yeah. And I'm so glad when I start catchphrases.
Yes.
D20 to the head.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen to the forehead. Anyway, time to go, guys. Say goodbye, Corey, to these good people.
Good night, folks.
How about you, Brian, baby?
Until next time, farewell.
Thank you. Oh, and Crispy. Can't forget Crispy. You want to say goodbye?
I will destroy you, He-Man.
Thank God. I thought it was going to be Arnie.
Goodbye, people.
Don't encourage him.
And this is DM Glen. We'll catch you next time when the hammer comes down on THACO's Hammer. Goodbye, everybody. Let's go get them guys.
THACO's Hammer theme is provided by the Diablo Swing Orchestra. You'll find them on Jamendo.com. All other additional music for this episode was provided by Kevin MacLeod. You'll find more of his music on Incompetech.com. Be sure to visit our website at thacoshammer.info. If you have any questions or comments, email us at thacoshammer@gmail.com. Remember, that's an O, not a 0. You can also find us on the second edition forums at osrgaming.org and at purpleworm.org. Or give us a call and leave us a voicemail at 405-806-0555. See you next time when the hammer comes down on THACO's Hammer.